So YouTube. So I want to talk about something real quick before we go work out because I'm about to work out right now. I also, well, I've had a little bit of caffeine, so I may act a little jittery and more all over the place. That's just why with my next video I'm putting it kind of like all over the place with it, just because took a little caffeine, and also I'm just like giving my recent thoughts on the video I saw of Hamza's. Really good. I highly recommend you checking out Hamza's video and check out the video that I'm just about to post. So check it out. All right, so what's been helping me get through hard times? So recently I've been going through like a lot of hard times. Even um if you see on my what do you call it? Um Instagram, I've recently making more routines, but like there's like a day or two I missed of this routine, right? I missed a day or two. And hold on a second. Let me find my journal quick. Woo. Give me just a second. All right, as you can see, on my journal, I built a quote unquote unbreakable routine. I'm still working on it, and I'm still like adjusting different things to it. Um, but I pretty much write out my goals, steps towards my goals I could make daily. I wrote like pretty much like a 5 for 5, a 5 goals, a 4 step morning routine, and a workout split. Yesterday, I had so many boxes unchecked. It was sad, and the moment I was like ready to actually go and actually like, ready to actually conquer the day was like at 12 at night. I was not ready, and I've fallen off really hard. And I remember it was like literally 2 days ago. I fell into a depressive episode. It was like really weird because I haven't been one in a while. Last time I've been in a major depressive episode was in like 2 years. Like it was in like a while since I've been like in just that deep depressive. Like probably the last one, maybe this summer. I rarely get depressive episodes. I don't know how I used to get depressive episodes all the time because I used to be really depressed, really lonely, and anxious. But it was just a mixture of just being sad, lonely, tired. And I wrote it down in this journal. Um, okay, here you go. I can read it to you. I don't mind reading it to you because you're my friend, right? You guys are there for me, and hopefully I'm there for you when you need. So, guys, also, if you guys need help with anything, if you guys are struggling with something, write it down in the comments. Like, post a comment saying, "Hey, I'm struggling with this. I'd love for you to talk about it," and that I'm here to help you guys. I'm focusing my videos rather than posting, me playing video games or me doing this and that me making really high edited videos. I'm focusing on impact above that. So if I'm able to make an impact in your life, I've succeeded. So, here you go. Let me pull this up. Mm-hmm. Anyways, I fall off the unbreakable routine. I'm going to add a calendar to this routine, right? I'm adding a calendar routine into this unbreakable routine. And pretty much, here's what I said about me in that depressive episode, right? I'm tired and sad of being alone and feeling alone. I'm sad that things didn't work out with one girl I was really interested in, and the only one I wanted. Well, in this season of my life, she was the only one I wanted. She was the only one who actually met my standards, who actually I actually wanted. And I was angry because of everything that happened between me and that girl, because a lot happened, and it. I hate it because bad things happen to you, even when it's not your fault, and sometimes it's gonna be hard. I felt shunned last time I went to um youth group because she goes to that youth group, so I felt shunned by everyone because of everything that happened. I know that was just a feeling, and I know I'm not actually shunned. And knowing that I have fallen off made me just sad. It made me just generally sad thinking about that I've fallen off. I haven't been that disciplined. I haven't been, the most version of myself I can be. And also just being kind of just tired of everything too. I've just been like tired of everything because I've been like, not getting not the best amount of sleep. I've been really getting better sleep now, but I've been like, haven't been getting the best sleep. I've been working at school. Feels like forever, man. I'm tired of school. I'm tired of, all of that. And especially, I know what I want to do in the future, and I know school is not gonna help me as much as me just working on my goals, working and striving on my craft, working and striving on my impact and skills will actually help me more than my me just working at school. So there's like different things that's really been helping me, and I remember actually going through this after this, and some of these actually are actually like I thought back to these, and it helped me get through this. And first is my rowboat analogy. I thought about this in a journal a while back. Is a rowboat analogy, right? A rowboat analogy, and like just imagine a rowboat in the middle of a storm. I always love talking about this analogy. I love this analogy so much. I randomly came up with it. A single rowboat in the middle of a storm, and one warrior on that boat. And that warrior is you, right? And on this boat, the waves of life is gonna come crashing overhead, but you have a map, you have a goal. The map is like your whole entire life. You have different goals, different plans, different dreams mapped out on it. And in order for you to get to that destination, to those goals, to those dreams, you're gonna have to go through this storm alone, by yourself sometimes. It's gonna be hard as heck. The waters when they come over you, you may be like literally under the water, 10 feet under the water, but you're gonna have to swim up with your boat, pulling alongside the boat, and with the paddles with you, just so you could keep paddling towards your goals. And it's be hard, it's be relentless, but you're gonna have to keep fighting for those goals and dreams, no matter what. Either that or you drown. You either sink or swim. And another thought is, how blessed am I? Yes, in the midst of all this hardship, how blessed am I? A YouTuber said this, and also reminded me of a Job in the Bible. There's this, not I won't say character, because he's an actual person named Job, and he was struggling like a lot with different things, and he was going through so much in his life, going through so much hardship. Everyone was doubting him. He got like some of the worst diseases on the earth, and yet he was shouting praises to the Lord. He was shouting praises to the Lord through those hardships. So you can think about, how blessed am I in this moment? I still have running water. I still have food. I still have electricity. I have the ability to work towards my goals. A lot of people don't have the ability to work towards their goals because some people are literally in Africa. Some people literally have no electricity, no waters, no food, no, like literally they have so much needs because they're hungry, they're thirsty, they need food, they need water. But you have food and water. You have a family. Even if they hate you, even if they don't like you, even if you still have parents. And sometimes your parents love you. So I don't know if what your specific situation is in your specific household, but at least my parents still love me. You may not have parents, but hey, you have a community out there. There's communities out there. If you need help with anything, just reach out. Literally, you could put a comment down right now. You could private DM me, hey, I'm struggling with this and that, and I'm willing to be there for you. Not many people have that. In Africa, they don't have electricity. They can't, message DM someone's like, oh, my family's struggling with this. Oh, I'm struggling with this. How blessed are you to have that ability to reach out to someone? How blessed are you to have a roof over your head? How blessed are you to have electricity, food, water, and have the ability to chase after your goals? How blessed am I? Even though it may be hard, even though life's hard, how blessed are you? Think about what you're grateful for. And that will definitely change your perspective. Also, think about this too. Transforming overnight. An instant 180 transformation. I remember thinking this when I was going through, I was really struggling because my grandma just passed. I was thinking with that girl who just, who I opened up. I already had my heart behind a vault, a safe, and I just opened it up for her. But she went and turned talking to another guy, started dating another guy. When she sent very mixed signals. I was thinking about that. I was also struggling because I just got fired from a job too. And I thought about, imagine this. Imagine people see me right now, going through some of the hardest stuff in my life. Of everything I've been through, comparing to it, this is probably some of the hardest stuff I'm going through in my life. Imagine just them seeing me in that much pain, seeing me cry, seeing me scream, seeing me in so much pain, but then I'm still doing the work. I'm still being disciplined. I'm still working out. I'm still keeping up the good habits. And then almost overnight, it's a 180 where I become successful. I achieve my goals and dreams. They see my magnum opus. They see what I've been working on, what my goals and dreams were. And they see the fruits of my labor. They see me with unstoppable physique. They see me with having such an amazing impact on the people's lives. Them seeing me with the money, the cars, the status, everything. And it seems almost overnight. But in reality, it was from those blood, shed tears. Blood, sweat, and tears. It was from those blood, sweat, and tears that got me there. It was the blood, sweat, and tears that changed my life. It was just imagining that puts fire in me, right? They see me going through this hardship right now. But then imagining their facial reaction when I transform from that. Also, thinking about what if. This is what David Goggins said, because I remember hearing him, like, okay, it was like a remix of him, a remix of David Goggins on a, like, run, or, like, it was a news interviewer talking to him, and he said, what do you think about on those runs, like, on those really hard runs that he goes on? Like, what do you think about in the middle of it when you have, like, no motivation? And it's what if? What if he completes this? What if you transform from this hardship, right? Well, for David Goggins, he thinks, what if I complete this run? What if? Imagine how much impact it's creating on other people's lives, right? That's what he's thinking about. But what you can think about, what if, take that and think about, what if you change from this? What if you going through so much hardship, but you keep up being disciplined, you keep up being, keep up those workouts. What if you did those hardships? What if you just turn off your phone, do it away, and actually just focus on your goals above everything else? Went ghost mode. Where you focus so much on your craft and impact above everything else. Focus on craft, impact, craft or skill, impact, and God above everything else. You read your Bible. You were pouring out so much of yourself into this. What if you did that? How far could you go? How much impact you can make on the people's lives? How successful can you become? Think about that. And another thing, I haven't written this out because I scripted this out. Another thing I thought of that's really helped me get through the hard times is thinking about Rocky. Right? Life's gonna beat you down, like beat you down to the pulp, like just pound you out. Life's gonna beat you down. It's gonna be hard on you. Life is, not trying so hard not to say that word. Life is gonna, like, literally mess you up so bad. It's gonna do as everything it can to hold you back. And it's not really life, it's really the devil. He's trying to beat you down, and sometimes God lets you go through the hardship to become stronger. God has let me get through hardships to become stronger. I've seen that in my life where I wouldn't have became the person I am today without those hardships, without those being beaten down with anxiety, depression, and I've transformed myself from that point. If I wasn't lonely, depressed, anxious, I probably wouldn't have actually gone to the gym. I probably wouldn't have built an outstanding physique. I wouldn't be the leader of athletics if it wasn't for those hardships. Not saying that those hardships were good and necessarily, like, something I wanted and needed, but it transformed me. And it's like Rocky, they're gonna beat you down. Rocky, the first Rocky, when he was getting beaten down, but like, he's getting beaten down. He's going through so much hardships, right? He's getting beaten down. He's broke, and it's about him getting back up. No matter how many times he's fallen down, no matter how many times he got knocked down, he get back up. He's like literally, like, his coach is telling him to stay down. Like, his whole face is bloodied, and he's literally getting back up. He's like literally, and then you see his whole opponent is stunned by that moment of him getting back up. It's about going through these hardships and keep getting better and better and better, right? You can only, There's another video I talked about this, but I want to talk about this in this video too. Is hardships is a catalyst of change, right? Hardships is a catalyst for change. You either change for the better, or you change for the worse. When hardships come, you can either give in to your depressions, give in to your, loneliness, or you fight that. You use that, you take all that negativity, all those hardships, and turn that into fuel, and turn that into rocket fuel towards your goals. No matter what hardships you go through, you could literally turn that into rocket fuel towards your goals. That's the reason why I believe hardships is the catalyst of change, because a lot of hardships are going to beat you down. It is hard to take hardships and turn to rocket fuel. But when you turn that hardships and turn to rocket fuel, you become so successful. You will literally become an unstoppable force. When you quit surrounding, that's another thing too, because the reason why it's so hard is because it's so easy to listen to the depressing music. It's so easy to give into those depressing thoughts. It's so easy to give into your mindset of giving, like literally making so many excuses. It's so easy within those hardships to give into that loneliness, that depression. It's so easy to give into listening to sad music, eating junk food, being complacent, watching YouTube all day, watching TV all day, literally playing video games all day. That's what I used to do. That's who I used to be. But then when I was going through those moments, and instead of doing the wrong habits, instead of doing the wrong thing, taking all of that, and doing the right thing, chasing after my goals, doing the right habits, chasing after my goals and dreams, focusing on craft, skills, impact, and God, Jesus, seeing that, how much that changed my life, it was hard. There was many moments when I cried, many instances when I screamed, because how much pain I was going through. But I decided I'm going to change for the better instead of changing for the worse within these moments. That's when you get better. It's okay. God wants us to cry out to him. Jesus wants us to cry out to him in moments of pain and weakness. You can see that in Job, and also you can see that in Psalms 69. There's not many verses I memorize, but that one is one I want to memorize, because it's literally David crying out in the midst of pain. Honestly, God, it's not that God will make it easy for you when you cry out to him. It's like God's going to make your whole life easier. And sometimes God will let you go through hardships to help you change for the better. But crying out to him, reaching out to him, he can make your life easier. He can make your path straight. He is a rock and foundation you can rely on, rather than chasing after meaningless. That's another thing I talked about in my next video that I'm posting, is meaningless. Instead of chasing after superficial things, because in these moments of hardships, it's good to focus on your goals and your war above everything else. But instead of chasing after superficial things, it's better to focus on a skill, craft, and within that skill and craft, find an impact on something, right? So, for example, for me, I love bodybuilding. How can I impact others through bodybuilding? By posting content about it. And then how I can tie Jesus in that is by tying Jesus' message in that. Because even though like going to the gym and lifting weights is so incredible for you, and I've seen how much it changed my life, how it's decreased my depression. There's been a moment, like a season of my life, when I just went to the gym, just focused on, my goals above everything else, without Jesus, without God. And I didn't focus on Jesus and God. My life felt, it was missing something. I still had anxiousness. I still felt distraught. I still felt wrong. And I still felt really empty. And it's until, and life got really hard then. But then, and I felt so much chaos. I remember feeling so much rage, so much anger in my life then. But when I fell in Jesus, I felt so much peace, so much love, so much. Like, I can't really explain. It's like a peace that never ends. It's true love, true freedom within Jesus. Jesus wants us to cry out and go to him within our struggles. Sure, it's good to go to the gym and let out your anger sometimes. Sure, like honestly, there's times when I can't sit down. Sometimes I can't sit down. It's very hard for me to sit down and pray and cry out to God. So I work out, then I go read the Bible, then I go pray to God and cry out to Him. And sometimes you can cry out to Him in the gym. Sometimes I do that too. Like we're like not like out loud, but like in my mind, I'm literally praying to God to help me with this, to help me through this hard times while I'm working out. And God is there for you. He wants to transform you for the better. But it's up to you to decide to do that. God offers us this path of transformation, of freedom. But it's up to us if you accept it. Jesus offers eternal life and His love to us. That's one thing that separates Christianity from other religions. Even though like people say Catholicism is Christianity, is not Christianity. Well, it is Christianity in itself, but it's not a true relationship with God. And that's what I believe as a Christian. That's the main thing about Christianity is its relationship. It's a relationship with God, not a religion. It's not a discipline. It is a discipline, but it's about building that relationship with God. And if you have a deep relationship with God, that would make it discipline. Because it's like if you have a deep relationship with someone, right? You're a deep relationship with a girl. If you guys are really well connected together, you're not gonna cheat on her. You're not gonna. That's the relationship you have with God. If you build this deep relationship with God, you're not gonna cheat on Him by going to, being lazy. Honestly, laziness is a sin. By not going after watching porn, you're not gonna cheat on Him because you love Him that much. And you care about Him that much. And you respect Him that much. Because He's your everlasting Father. And it's a relationship with God more than anything else. Because so many religions, that's one thing that so many other religions have that Christianity doesn't have, is focused on a discipline rather than just being a relationship with God. Being in a relationship with God. I could go on and on about religion, but that's all I have for you guys now. Hopefully this video has created some meaningful impact in your life, created some motivation, and yeah, one last thing I want to say before I go is focus on your craft, skills, focus on craft or skill, or skill, because your craft is your skill, and find impact, a way you impact others in that, and focus on Jesus. Focus on those three things, which is craft and skill, craft or skill, right? Impact, and Jesus. Focus on this in moments of hardship. Find your internal why. Find your internal why for that craft, for that skill. And because when you tie your impact with your skill or craft, it becomes something so much more. It becomes a war, right? Where you're fighting against all these dark and evil companies who are holding back that goal. For example, fitness, right? What's holding back that goal? All these all these companies like who are promoting such unhealthy food, who's promoting such unhealthy lifestyles, such degeneracy. That's a war. Anyways, like, subscribe, stay tuned for more. I have a lot more videos for you. Hey, remember, Jesus loves you guys. He's here for you whenever you need Him. And if you need to reach out to me, if you're going through anything hard, I'm here for you, man. That's all I have for you guys. And yeah, this is Holy Lifter signing off. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.